Hey, hello and welcome everybody for today's live stream. I'm happy to see you, happy to have you in today's live stream, because today we announce the new indicator, what is live since yesterday night, our Wabi Sabi Wyckoff Flow Structure map, how we call it. And this is a big thing and a big puzzle piece in the overall I would say structure of the indicators. Okay, this is really important, not to have all the same indicators like 100 order block indicators which differ here and there and so on. No, it is like a trading combination, a systematic, and it all follows the rule of making big market participants visible. So you can read the description about today's session is all about this indicator, how we use it, what is possible, what is not possible, and of course, future development from you, your, I would say, your feedback, your documents, what is next on the topic. And then, of course, I will announce discount codes available from today or tomorrow, as soon as the team is ready. But the discount codes or the discount percentage is already fixed, and I can tell you here in this live stream. So first, let's go to our Discord channel. Okay, here you can see the last message from the Albertarium team, who announced that the new indicator is ready. There you can also find the link. It is in public Square Talk, the channel. So this is public to everybody who is in this in the Discord server. You can read the descriptions, of course, but access to this indicator, a Wyckoff Flow Structure map, will be exclusively for lifetime members only. Why are we doing this? Okay, because people are following us, and of course they want to have everything accessible. Yes, you will have access. You will have access to everything from the tools Albertarium will develop as a lifetime member. Okay, because as a lifetime member, you support the things, the work, the massive work, what is done by the team. There are developers working hard every day on new things with creative workshop, creative workflows, and these kind of things. Also traders, a lot of traders. Everybody is fascinated of trading and how these kind of things move. And we want to give value to our lifetime members, because we know that we cannot give these kind of things to everybody. Is this the same like if you decide to do this kind of work for institutional investors? If you want to do this kind of work for institutional investors like B2B, everything is closed. It's not public. Nothing is public. So the Albertarium lifetime membership will be something similar. All lifetime members will have access to all the things what we will develop, but annual plan members, we cannot give you the access to all these kind of things, because if everybody has access to this kind of knowledge, then the market will go crazy. We will see what happens with the market in the next years with AI, but what's definitely always will be visible is the trading volume and is the behavior of institutions manipulating the markets and then making them move. Okay, so very important for you, of course, is to understand that on our website we got a lot of feedback of the increase for the annual plan, what we have. Currently, it's $650 US. Annual premium experience plan with all platform is $1,978. And then the ultimate innovation experience is about $3,000. So you need to understand that this lifetime membership, ultimate experience premium, will always increase. The price will always increase with every new member. Okay, it says here starting at 625 US dollar. Okay, and there are only 4,000 seats available. Up until then, this 4,000 seats will taken. Okay, the price will increase massively. You will see this with every new lifetime member. This price will increase. And yeah, by this, we restrict the access to this kind of tools, because this is the same what the institutions are doing. Okay, they also don't make their algorithms, their trading indicators, their trading things public. Yeah, because it's not, then the market would not function anymore. So making the announcement of the pricing first, we will give today or tomorrow, I think tomorrow this will be ready, 20% off for lifetime users. Okay, 20% off from this plan, from this price, which is currently here available. And then 35% on the annual premium experience plan. So it is an annual subscription, which is there for all platforms. So TradingView, MetaTrader 5, and Sierra Charts. And of course, if you only want to have access to TradingView only, you can buy the annual premium experience with 40% off from this price. Okay. After this, this will be available for, I think, the next 2 weeks, something like this, 2-3 weeks. We talked about beginning of September, somewhere then, and it will be written in the announcement in the Discord channel. So these percentages are fixed. All people who know us currently, who are here in the live stream, who support us, yeah, we want to give this, of course, back to you. And now let's dive in to see the indicator in real life. Okay. Everything, of course, will be announced as mentioned here in the public Square Talk, or also other channels. Okay. And of course, oh, Ethereum is calling me. Sorry. You can call me now. Let me check what they sent me also a message. Ah, it's already developed. Okay, yes. Yes, it's already developed. They will announce the coupon codes. So everything will be developed today. The announcement, they will send it out, and everything will start from today. Okay? So, I just wanted to say thank you also to the community, to all the lifetime members and also the annual plan members for your constant feedback. Okay, this is very important for us because we want to develop also the tools and the indicators for your needs, because you have amazing ideas, and this is also very, very important for us. So you can, of course, post your ideas for all the lifetime members, ultimate exclusive experience. You can post your ideas here in this channel, which is only accessible for ultimate exclusive lifetime members, with the trade setups or with the setups somewhere there. There will be a form, okay, a feedback form for your improvements. Okay, a document. We want to have a document. We cannot work with screenshots, because these screenshots, they will fly around here and there and there. So today we talked about releasing a document where you can file and propose your improvements for, of course, Wabi Sabi volume ventures, or all other indicators what we have, because then we can think about it, we can discuss about this, and we can bring these things to life. Okay, very important. We want to see your feedback and see your interactions and see your wishes. Okay, let's go. Jump right in and please read the description with the link which is available on TradingView. It's an invite script only, of course, but you can read the description here and you see a lot of things already are in there. And of course, now we will talk about all these things on the charts, on real life. And I show you how I, for example, did a nice trade in NQ, first long, then exit the long, and then short. Okay, a lot of people who know me and my German community, they know all these kind of things, and they don't know the short trade because I cannot publish everything. It's a lot of things to work on these kind of things, but they know the long trade and the exit. So let's jump in. Here we can see Nasdaq. Okay, today we start with the Nasdaq, and you can see my trading setup, which is pretty simple, right? Isn't it? I don't have that much indicators in there. It's just, of course, wabi-sabi, a Wyckoff Flow Structure map. Let's start with this one because all lifetime members now have access to this. I have a white setup or a light setup. I don't have the dark setup here in TradingView, which is very important to know. So the only thing I changed is the line width. Okay, I changed it to 2, and the thing below here, I also changed the line TR and the mid TR. Okay, trading range is TR. Because these are these trading ranges, you can see here on the chart, okay? And these trading ranges, of course, they are in white for the dark setup. And if you have the white setup like me, you need to change them to any kind of color. You can also make them red, whatever. But this is the only thing I have changed from the standard settings. Very important for you to know. Everything else is the same. So you can see the Wyckoff ranges always here also when they appear and when they develop on the chart. And also once they are activated with a breakout in one or the other direction, we see this targets, the target range. Target range is detected with order blocks with volume. Okay, so it's not that easy. Sometimes it's a little bit more far away, sometimes a little bit more closer, and they match quite good in very often. What the team is working on, especially if you go to this replay mode, okay, some people know, or you can't see this here at the top, there is the replay button, and you can go back with the replay button like this, and then of course do the replay. I don't do it now. So, and then you can see the indicator developing, okay, showing us the things like buying climax, automatic reaction, and secondary test. These are the first things which you can also find in the description, in the link. So I don't need to go through all of these things again over and over, I think. What happens then is that, as mentioned, when the price breaks out of the range, it will point this arrow, the target. But of course, sometimes we get back into the range, we get another fake to the downside. Everything of this is explained with the A, B, C, and D phases. For example, here in the range, okay, and it can manipulate up and down. What happens then is, just want to tell you right from the beginning, what happens then if we see this break to the downside again, this fake, it will print another target to the downside. So it is not an indicator which you can follow straight away, okay, when it prints the target. Okay, put it into a bigger context. Do your volume analysis, do your standard analysis as always, and then, of course, use it as your add-on tool. I say add-on tool, it's not the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is the whole combination of things. Different time frames, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and maybe also 1 minute to use this for your advantage. Very important, okay? So what do we see here in the NASDAQ? In the NASDAQ, in the 4 hour chart, we saw here a nice bottom building process. For my German channel, we did a long trade from somewhere here, okay, and we stopped here on Thursday. Really nice long trade. It worked because of the analysis of these indicators. Okay, I analyzed the market in different time frames, like we do it now, to come to this conclusion. So 4 hours, we saw colorful candles at the bottom, and then of course we were in this uptrend. I think I talked about this the last days already, and now we see more colorful candles. So this hypothesis, what I printed here on the weekend, it's really taken off. Okay. On the 1 hour chart, let's go to the 1 hour chart. You can see the range, the previous range, what was printing with the selling climates, automatic reaction, secondary test. And here we had the fake to the upside. A lot of buying happened also on volume ventures, but then sector rotation started. Okay, also use other markets. Dow Jones here on Wednesday, it was a break-even day for the NASDAQ. Dow Jones, I think, rallied plus 1%. If these kind of things happen, you need to think, hey, what is this? Okay, so that's one reason why we sold. Also why there was no follow through. Big market participants here didn't continue to the upside, so they failed. They absorbed here at this top. So this is the time to take profits. Then we went back into the range, and now we got a colorful candle on the breakout, okay, of this wabi-sabi Wyckoff range. So this is the sign that this one is really going. It's really going. You could take yesterday morning, you could take short trades. I was really short. I traded really short yesterday, just half an hour. I did some profits in short direction, but then left the computer, so couldn't continue. But today we had the same situation. Okay, really a small, I would say, range, nice opportunities to enter, and then now the continuation in short direction. Target is reached. I think we will see the 23,000, the lower end, and then we might see another Wyckoff trading range somewhere here. But from the current point of view, it is far too early to mention these kind of things because it's really short. Everything is short. Look at the volume ventures printing in short direction. You can see also all these things, what I say, always in this overview screen at the top. Okay, only the 4 hour chart is an accumulation. All the other time frames are in distribution phase, so in short, and they hit their profit target. Yeah, they hit their profit target already. Doesn't mean that it cannot continue to the downside. Okay, so this is very important to know. Okay, use also lower time frame analysis. And then, yeah. When is this move over? This move over is over, might be over, when in lower time frames, the color starts to decrease or like leave, and we see only black candles. Black candles here on the volume chart. Okay, then this might be a bottom building process. But so far, it is not the case. 5 minutes chart, same situation. We had a very hard sell-off. Okay, now we bounce back quite a bit. Let's see how volume venture is printing. Yes. Look at this massive shorts. So now we have 3 5-minute candles in black already. So this impulse in one direction is over. We see now the correction to the upside. Decision order block is already reached. But from my point of view, market will, or not from our point of, not from the market will never go in a V shape. So there is always the opportunity to try to continue short trades, and then we need to see if we have the continuation here or not. Especially in these lower time frames, you need to be patient, and we might see another Wyckoff trading range here. Yeah, printing. This is the idea of the Wyckoff flow structure of how markets move. We always move from accumulation to an uptrend, and then sometimes, of course, we continue to the upside, and then if we reverse, it will be a distribution phase, and then we see a downtrend. Currently, the market in the Nasdaq is in a downward movement, in a downward impulse. So to have a bottom building process, we need to have a Wyckoff trading range. Otherwise, it is not possible for the market to move to the upside and to turn, because big market participants, they don't have the time in a V-shaped profile, on a V-shaped movement, they don't have the time to move around their positions. Okay, this is really important to understand. And why is it so important? Because these big market participants are the large speculators. Very important to understand, we have mainly three market participants. The small traders, it's us. We don't move the market, we don't do anything. We can enter long and short anytime and don't move anything. Then we have the large speculators who are moving the market. And then we have the big institutional traders who are hedging the market. Okay, this is very important. They hedge. They act on the limit side, but on the market side, usually we have large speculators, and the large speculators are in the market to supply liquidity. Supply the liquidity for the commercials to trade from each other, one commercial to another commercial. And if the large speculators are not profitable, then the market would not exist, because they could not supply the liquidity. So it's very important to understand this, and this is also what is visible here on volume ventures. We analyze the market orders, basically the large speculators, ones who are moving the price with market orders, with their liquidity, and yeah, so that's why, from my point of view, we still looks short from the current point of view. Good. So what else? Is there anything I need to answer? Let me check. Let me check here the stream. How do you recognize the end of a downtrend so you can buy heavily at the bottom? Very good question. I will answer this in a bit. I take a look at the other comments. So the TradingView annual fee is for all indicators. Okay, I think I made it clear. The TradingView annual fee is this one with the 40% off, the coupon which we will announce. So deducted from this price. And it is not all indicators. It is all indicators except Wyckoff Flow Structure map. This is only exclusive available for lifetime members. And everything what is coming next, we will, I think, also implement for lifetime members. It's not 100% fixed, but from our point of view, the team, everything from the team is really successful. And we are a little bit worried that we want to build a closed community. Let's say it like this. We want to build kind of a closed community who supports us from the start, and that we continue our massive development on indicators and on the trading software. This is our final goal. We want to develop a trading software which has massive capacities in everything, in alerts, in analyzing, in AI, in A functionality, okay, to find the right markets for trading and all these kind of opportunities. And we can build this best for kind of a closed community, which will be the lifetime membership exclusively, okay? So with this TradingView subscription, you will have access to all the indicators what we have here, Volatility Zone Edge, OptiStruct Premium, all the other order block indicators, Volume Ventures Premium here at the bottom, and not Wabi-Sabi Flow Structure Map, because with this indicator we will enter in another era and can give this kind of information only to lifetime members. I hope this is clear and you can understand it. We will also make this clear on the website later on. Okay, the team is working hard on tools. The next question, what I had, let me just move this here. Okay, the next question, lifetime members are grandfathered in. Yes, what does it mean? I don't understand the grandfathered in. You will have access exclusively always, like lifetime. Okay, you are married to Ethereum. This is the grandfathered in slang. Do you think the strategies will work less if more people are using these concepts? Yeah, I mean, of course, as it's always like this, the big institutions, the large speculators, they are the ones who have to remain profitable if the community is small. Yes, of course. Ethereum, yes, you're answering. Thank you. Okay. The bottom building process. How do you recognize the bottom building process end of a downtrend so you can buy heavily at the bottom? Bottom building processes always take time. Okay, same as, and for this it's easier to go a little bit on the higher time frame, like 15-minute chart, for example. It's not the one minute chart, not the 5-minute chart. Let's do it on the 50-minute chart or 1 hour chart. And here you can see this kind of trading ranges. You can see them at the top, you can see them at the bottom. Of course, you can always see them in between sometimes. Okay, so for this market to reverse to the upside, the bottom building process, we need to develop some kind of a Wabi-Sabi or a Wyckoff Flow Structure map, because that's what I said. Big market participants need to turn around the market here. Same what happened here in this massive downward movement. I think it was 2 days, I don't know, it was 4-5%. And then we had the same reaction here at the bottom. Nobody was in anymore. It took 1 day, okay, and then it moved to the upside. And the same things you can see over and over again. I don't go back to these kind of things, but this is actually what happens, what needs to happen in the bottom building process. Okay, what indicator maps order flows? AD. Order flow, we map or we display the order flow with volume ventures. With volume ventures or volatility zone X with the colorful candles, we display the order flow. This is more or less it, but we put it into context, and also it's not only order flow, we put it into context with the movement. Does the order flow move the price or not? Because this is actually the most important thing. Are big market participants moving the price or not? So it's not pure order flow, it is also price movement. This is what we display with volume ventures. And I really like it since I'm using this kind of tools. You can detect breakouts. Okay, if you are the range trader and you trade breakout strategies, for example, actually this is what happens. If we have a real breakout like here, we see the range, and this was a fake because there was no participation. Here is the breakout. You see the colors on the 5 minutes, you see them earlier, on the 1 minute even more, and this is the breakout. It happens. Here the same breakout. Okay. And here they needed some more time. Good. Okay, I think we do a Q&A now because there are coming a lot of questions in the chat. So let's do this. Marcel, can you show on a small example when exactly take profit is printed? What kind of structure points in Wyckoff need to be identified? Yes, on which example do we want to do it? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it on this example here, okay? This is the 15-minute chart and the sell-off from end of July, 31st of July, 1st of August, okay? And then we had the turnaround here, 4th of August, Monday. Okay, we can go back and do the replay mode on the 15-minute chart. Let's see. Wait a bit for all the indicators to print. Okay, and we see the sellers coming. Okay, and now we continue even more. See them continuing, still colorful candles. I just click pretty fast on my mouse. Okay, not yet there. There we go. Okay, somehow it's lagging a little bit. I'm not 100% sure how this works here. I have a new laptop. Okay, everything is still short. So the first time to do a replay mode with the new software here, with the new laptop. Okay. Okay. So here, come on, stop. You saw it. Here, the indicator detects selling climax, automatic reaction, secondary test. Okay, it always prints when this range, when already a range is established. Okay. Oh, sorry. It prints it when it is established, and it prints then always these three things: secondary test, or selling climax, or buying climax, automatic reaction, and secondary test. Of course, in this example, it happened immediately that the price did not go back, because it's not necessary 100% to go back. But of course, especially in the lower time frames, in many other cases, you can do the same work with on the 5-minute chart, on the 1-hour chart, on the 1-minute chart, and whatever. You see a lot of fakes. You see a lot of times that this market moves up and down. Okay, like here at the beginning, okay, we had this breakout, this trading target TP printed at the breakout here, and then they went back in. Okay, and this trading range stayed until there. Okay, so they can come back and trade again in this range. This is explained also in the script with the different phases. Different phases, A, B, C, D. Okay, and E is the markup range again. But here in this case, we just had A phase, secondary test, selling climates, automatic reaction, secondary test, and then immediately this move to the upside. This doesn't need to happen like this. It can go up and down, up and down. From my point of view, the more it goes up and down and up and down, the more the accumulation or the distribution is happening, and then the reaction, so the breakout, will be even stronger. Okay, there was another question about ranges, no, alerts. Okay, there was another question about alerts here from Wabi-Sabi Flow Structure, and it says here, alert new trading range has been formed. Okay. Currently, it is like this, that this is only a visual alert. So the visual alert is in the upper right corner with the spreadsheet here, always visually on the 5-minute, 50 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, or day chart. You can, of course, also change this kind of time frames. Here, dashboard size, you can adjust the size, normal, top right. You can pick also 30 seconds, 1 minute. Okay, I have it just as standard settings, 1 day, 4 hours, but of course you can adjust these kind of things to your needs. Okay, and in this case, the market has a trading range in every time frame, so there is no adjustments. If there is no trading range, then it says here new TR formed. Okay. Grandfathered in means that if there's something new, they will get it. Yes, of course. That's what we do with lifetime. What do you use the indicator above the volume ventures for? This indicator here above is just a standard volume indicator. Standard volume indicator from TradingView, really standard. The standard indicator prints volume. And I just use it for me, for my personal development and for like things to see. Yeah, to see. Okay. There's no clear concept yet about how this, how I use it. But all these kind of things, a lot of these kind of things I implemented in the code of the Wabi-Sabi Flow Structure map. And we always, I do visual research. The team is doing a lot of AI research. And I just want to see compared the normal volume with what is volume ventures printing and what we see in the Wabi-Sabi ranges. Especially for me, this is interesting, especially in the lower time frames, like the 1 minute and the 5 minute, not in the 50 minute that much. Good. Okay, so let's see. We have some more minutes. So from my point of view, now, of course, the market is kind of trying to reverse a bit, but still, I think we might see another move to the downside somewhere. You can see these kind of things then in the lower time frames when this will happen, when the buyers will exhaust and the sellers try to push back again. There is another opportunity for short trades. Now, well, I would say we're trying to do the bottom building process, and we'll see how it turns out. The most important thing is we, as the Albertherium team, okay, we don't want to give you an exact, 1 to 5 step guide when to buy, when to sell, this and here, this and there. We want to give you the tools, and of course we will explain you how you can use them. But the most important thing to become successful for you is you need to do the work with the tools, because in the end it's you taking the decision, and if you take the decision, it is your responsibility, and you can only take decisions with trust if you did the work. If you just trust us, because trading is not like this is right, this is wrong. Sometimes it is a little bit diverse, especially in the lower time frames, in the 5 and the 1 minute chart. You need to adjust, you need to walk back and forth with your decision-making process, because this is trading, okay? There is no this one holy grail 5-step which you can follow, because then nobody would be successful. The market would not exist. You can automate it if you want, though. Yes, of course. Okay, let's go do some market analysis, market hypothesis, and just real quick, let's go to BTC, US dollar. What have we done there? Just the things, what you can see in the last, from the last live stream, last week. Every Wednesday we will have the live stream, and there already we saw this Wyckoff Flow Structure map, Wyckoff Flow Structure range, Wabi-Sabi range, how we call it, and the Wabi-Sabi happened, okay? We didn't have the breakout, we just had 1-2 colorful candles on the 4-hour chart, and then buyers got exhausted here with new all-time highs, didn't push through. So from this point on, it was pretty obvious that we fall back into the range and potentially even go back to the lower range. And now I think the breakout to the downside might happen. Okay, today sellers didn't push through that much. Yeah, we need to see if they continue here, or of course if they go back to the middle of the range or in their range, okay, we see the range happening, the Wabi-Sabi continuing, okay? Because this is what I said, this kind of ranges, they can more or less continue forever, as long as we see the breakout to the downside, the level to the downside, the targets to the downside is 110,729 to 106,130. So all this looks pretty clear to me here. Let's see if we see a bottom building process in the lower time frames. No, everything looks short. Still continuation. We have also on the 1-hour chart sellers pushing. Yeah. Just working. I think working on the breakout, okay? I think they need to work a little bit more. Yeah. And here we have the new trading range. This is also at the top, the new trading range on 15-minute chart. You see it means that when the market will break this trading range to the downside, we will have a new target somewhere here, maybe lower. And of course, depending on your trading style, depending on your trading style, you can of course also trade the tops. There are so many ways how you can trade, how you can enter, how you do your scaling in, scaling out, risk and money management. This is the most important thing for your trading. From my point of view, everything still looks short. We just see a continuation here. We go in the range and then someone will break out maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday, Thursday, and we'll see a continuation here in Bitcoin to the levels in between there, like the Nasdaq, also from my point of view, short currently. So everything what I said last week, yeah, pretty much took place, and yeah, you can trade these kind of things. Let's take a look at Euro USD, Nasdaq. We did already the Nasdaq. Euro, there we go. 6E. What we what we talked about last week was that sellers got pretty heavy here on the 31st of July, and yeah, then got exhausted. But these sellers, they will come back pretty heavy, this selling, and they didn't make it. I said they can make it to extreme order block, maybe a real fake, a news fake, because the currencies are also really fakey, let's say it like this. They hunt the liquidity, and from my point of view, I think this this decision is done. Maybe we will not continue to the upside. Let's leave it in for now. Let's go to the 1 hour chart, one level lower. And here we see already the range, one range on the 1 hour chart, which is a distribution phase with targets, lower targets here. And I think if we are there in this range, we will just continue straight through. Of course, nothing is set in stones. I don't know how to say it, but it looks like we will see a continuation to the downside in the euro. So everything is, from my point of view here, good to go. 50-minute chart. Yeah. Yeah, here you see on the 50-minute chart, okay? Wow. We have this huge take profit. Okay, how does this happen? We need to take a look at this one, I think. Yeah. On the lower time frames, it's really the wabi-sabi is happening. Okay, it's really, we see a lot of fakes, exhaustions going back to this range. 50-minute chart, 5-minute chart. Let's take a look on the 5-minute chart. Yeah. Ranges everywhere. Top, bottom, top, middle, top, bottom. Nice. I like it. Okay, do you have any questions? I'm the guy who is doing analysis on the higher time frame, like 4 hours chart, 1 hour chart, then also 50-minute chart, of course. And yeah, we'll see how things are going. Do you want those decision order blocks and extreme order blocks extending far out across the page? Is there any way you can reduce? So is there any way you can reduce how far out of the order blocks it extends to? This is a very good question. Is there any way you can reduce how far out the order blocks extends to? This is a very good question. I'm not a developer. I have two left hands. I'm a trader, so I like to use these kind of things. From my point of view, if you found a way here, okay, yes, maybe, but why? Why do you want to have it? Why? This is the question. Why? Just ask back. Okay. Do you want those decisional order blocks and extreme order blocks extended far out across the page? Yes, for me it's okay. I don't have that much in my chart anyway. You can see it. So for me, this is totally fine. And these kind of things, oh, this is my other screen, really basic. Where we go? No, this not, there we go. Okay, and if you want to extend this extreme order blocks far out, well, of course, then it gets really messy with all the order blocks everywhere. Then you need to decide which one here and there. So I think it's okay. But of course, if you have really, okay, this should not mean top bottom, okay? If you really have valuable things which you think is really necessary, okay? I mean valuable things. An order blocks extension can be valuable, okay? It doesn't mean that it's not. Maybe not for me, or I don't care. Let's say it like this, I don't care. But if you think this is the edge, this would really boost your trading to the next level, okay? There will be a form in the Discord channel, and with this form, you can send out in the document a document with your ideas, with the things you like to develop, okay? Because then we can discuss it in the team, not having screenshots flying around without the text, everything in documents, and then we can work better with these kind of things, and we can follow up. We can accept or reject, and yeah, have it into our work in process. I think OptiStruct while backtesting would be good to have, but I haven't checked it so far. Yeah, you can do backtest with OptiStruct. It's no problem. I mean, go in the playback and you can have OptiStruct. Good. I think that's it for today. Thank you very much for your participation. We had 24 participants here in this live stream. Thanks a lot. I would love you to give me a feedback with a thumbs up. Thumbs up. I see 5 thumbs up here. I want to see 20 now. This increasing to 20. Give me please a thumbs up. I want to do this every week on Wednesday. And of course, we also want to produce some other valuable content. Everything step by step. And we appreciate your feedback. We appreciate your feedback in the channel. Looking forward to see you using the Wyckoff Flow Structure map. Thank you so much for your great participation, your great community, your great ideas, and maybe a notification on lack of participation. So a close, yes, yes. I think we need to do these kind of things in the document. We need to have this in the documents. Please, we will have the document ready, I think, tomorrow as well. And then thank you very much. Happy to see you next week on Wednesday again with another live stream. And of course, then I think I will do a quick poll before with your ideas, with the topics you like to talk about. Thank you so much. Have a great evening and see you in the next live stream next week. Bye-bye.